right, guys, welcome back. And yes, like I said earlier, I have with me the beautiful Ada Eme with me in the building, and she's sharing her journey and experience, of course, from transitioning from MBGN to Miss World. So she was the last of the MBGN set to the Miss World and went to compete in India at the Miss World. That's such a remarkable feat. Good to have you on the show, and happy Easter.
Thank you. Happy Easter.
How are you feeling? And the journey, looking at the journey first. First, let me ask you, what are you doing today? Because it's Easter. So what are you going to be doing? Are you going to be spending time with friends, families, or what's happening?
Unfortunately, I don't have family in Lagos right
Okay,
now.
he said unfortunately.
So yeah, most likely we'll be spending it with friends. Friends like me who don't have family here too.
Okay, so that's really nice. Let's look at the journey. The last of MBJ now transitioning to Miss World. How would you describe that whole transition for you?
I think it's amazing. I always say to people that whenever it gets to my turn, something historic happens. So yeah, I'm glad that I would say I championed the new era, the end of such an incredible and hallmark title, which is Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria, and into the new, which is Miss World. It's incredible, really.
Okay, what was your experience like with the top 40? You made it to top 40.
Yes.
Yeah. What was it like? Did you even expect it, you know?
I mean, I expected to win. So I enter everything that I do in my life expecting to win. So it was all or nothing. So yes, when I made top 40, I'm like, expected it. I mean, I'm here to win. Yeah, so it was incredible. But I wanted more.
Okay, so when it's an international stage,
Right.
what did those going on stage, what did it teach you about the global beauty industry or global pageant industry versus, you know, competing here in Nigeria?
I would say that to me, the feeling of even being in Nigeria was even more remarkable and more symbolic than it was being at the global stage, because here you're representing your community in such a profound way. And for someone who is coming from nothing, and then you're this huge honor of representing an entire country. I mean, yes, that also applies to the international stage, but it means more from when you don't even have a title to having that. Yeah.
So a lot of people see the glamour.
Right.
They see the beauty, they see the walk, they see the straw, they see the everything, but they don't really see the stress and the responsibility. How you be able to handle all of that pressure and just the pressure of the crown, basically?
I think mostly grounding myself, having my feet on the ground, that was so important to me, knowing that I'm an individual beyond this, and after this I'm still going to be an individual. So it was important to me to keep my feet on the ground, be grounded, remember that after this title there's also life after it, and even though the glamour is going to come, you're going to make way for somebody incredible next. So that keeps me grounded.
Okay, so we'll take a quick break. And like we say, we want this whole experience that you went through to come alive on TV so that people can experience and go back into time. And so we'll begin with one of the most visually stunning segments of the night. What was it like with the traditional costumes?
That was amazing. I think that traditional costumes are really important, and I'm glad that whoever thought of traditional costumes honestly should receive all your awards, Oscars, Emmys, Grammys, everything, EGOTs really, because it's so cultural and so symbolic that you're not only representing a place, but you're also speaking of their heritage through clothing and through speaking of an entire culture through just your outfit, and with the way that beauty queens play with it over and over, bring back something really ancestral. I think that's very beautiful, and we should really honor that.
So what inspired your own traditional costume?
It was inspired by my community. There's a warrior dance costume, and I felt like, okay, nobody has done this yet, so I wanted to pay homage to that facet of my culture. Okay,
so we'll take a quick break where we can take a look at also the special number, which, and of course, active. Well, those are usually the highlights of all of these events and, you know, your experience there. So like I said, it's a celebration of culture, beauty, identity, and storytelling, where every step on that stage wasn't just fashion, it was heritage in motion. So we'll take a quick break and we'll come back. We have with us the lovely, beautiful Ada Eme in the building. Don't go anywhere.
Amazing.
Can you imagine when you were being asked questions and you were like, okay, did you think you were going to give a wrong answer? Did you prepare? What was racing to your mind as you're asking the questions?
I think that's something that's really powerful about Silver Bell organization. They really value the element of surprise, especially with the question and answers. So it was something random, something we did not expect. It's not like they give you answers and say, oh, practice this. So we had to think about it on the spot, and I just had to be what a queen is, which is thinking fast on her feet. Yeah.
So you had already planned. How did you? What was the preparation process like? Because did you have like, oh, they're asking of these questions, or you just wanted to go anyhow it comes, I'll take it?
So I practice a lot of questions, but none of the things I practice
Okay.
Yeah, but I think practice also makes perfect. When you learn all of these multiple things, it helps you know how to say present yourself, or have an idea of what to expect or what to say. So yeah.
All right, so that's very interesting. So we'll take another break, like we said, because 5 delegates left, and then you happen to be one of them. I can imagine what was racing to your mind. It was just like, oh, will I make it? Will I not? It must have been a really defining moment for you. But like we said, the early top 5 were the strongest contenders emerged, and of course the defining moment, the questions and answers segment where every word counts and every answer can crown a queen. So we'll take another break, and when we come back, we'll be asking more questions before we wrap up this segment. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back. And like I said earlier, it is, well, I can imagine all of those moments, wrapped up, because we still have with us the beautiful Ada Eme with us in the building. 5 queens, 1 crown, and a moment that changes everything. So 5 people. When you reflect back, did you even think you were going to be picked? What was it like for you? What was going through your mind?
I think the first step of being a winner or winning at something is, even if people call it delusion, not thinking that you fail. So I had this thing in my gut that even though I was unsure, even though I just said, this is what I'm here for and this is what I'll win. So that unshakable belief in self, I believe it shone through also in that evening. Of course, I was nervous. Of course, I was wondering, these girls are beautiful.
Did you show it?
I'm like, no, people cannot see. Yeah, so it was really important to me that I continually spoke positively of the outcome.
And when they crowned you, what was that moment like?
I cried.
Did you hear your name correctly, or you were not sure if it was your name?
I knew
what was racing through your mind?
I'm like, I won this. I cried so much. It was incredible. And my family was there. They were right in front. It felt like such a defining moment for all of us, because they've known all my life. I've spoken about most beautiful girl in Nigeria, and that felt like, okay, this has finally happened. So it was amazing. Okay,
you cried a lot. After that, what did you do when they crowned you, when they put the crown on your head? What did you do after that?
I cried so much that Mr. Belmer Bruce was like, you won,
Wow.
Wow. Yes.
Wow.
But I feel like when you want something and you've worked for it for so long, and then you finally get it, sometimes that tear, it comes all the way from being overwhelmed, being grateful for the opportunity to serve. So that was the
nice. So we'll give the audience just a peek to see the final moments, of course, from Miss World Nigeria 2025, and the final crown and the crowning of a new queen, because of course we're going into the season of a new queen and a new crown. So we'll take another break, and when we come back, we have more conversations. Don't go anywhere. Right, welcome back, and this is where it's been an incredible journey with the beautiful Ada Eme, and it's from culture to creativity, strength, intellect, and purpose, and that's why it's not just about the crown, but it's about beauty. As we're heading for the 2nd edition of this weekend, it's the screening and audition for the next edition. So what's your perspective, because we're going to be having a screening for a new set of girls who will be auditioning, presenting themselves for the Miss World 2026. So what are your thoughts, advice for them, and just specific things that you just give them sort of ginger, so?
I think the contestants have begin to send their videos, I think, across on social media, applying for the competition. And I can see that the women that are putting in their toil, I guess, for the competition are amazing. And that, I would say, I've seen with pageant contestants over the years, amazing people, really intelligent, really brilliant, have so much to say, have beauty to purpose, which is what Miss World is truly about. So yes, I'm rooting for every one of them. I cannot wait to see who, because Silverbird has a knack of crowning just exceptional people, exceptional women who not only represent Nigeria, but also themselves, which is really important. So yes, I'm rooting for them, and I hope that they know it's not a one-size-fits-all. It changes every year. Not all the queens have the same personality, so please be yourself. That's what I'll always say.
So if there are 3 things you're going to be looking out for a queen, if you're going to be on the judges, course, most likely, what would those 3 elements that you're looking out for a queen?
1, a person who is authentically themselves, because like I said, the queens, not all of us have the same persona. It changes every time. So I want to see a girl that is so sure of herself, knows who she is and loves who she is, because that also shines through. Someone who's intelligent, because of course you're representing a whole country. And then someone who is passionate about beauty to purpose, which is really important and the core of Miss World.
All right, it's so spot on and well said. I can't wait for the new set of girls who will be coming forth for the audition, and of course passing the torch from one queen to the other to another queen. So it's going to be a new season of beauty queens. Thank you so much for coming through on the show, and happy Easter once again to you.
Happy Easter.
Thank you so much. Like we said, it's only fitting that we witnessed the rise of a new queen stepping into her purpose on the Miss World Nigeria stage. And of course, to every woman out there daring to dream, evolve, and rise, we say congratulations to you. This is where we wrap up the show. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying your Easter. Well, it's only beginning, but enjoy your Easter. But also remember what is happening in the country and continue to speak up for what is right, what is good, and what is purposeful. So this is where we say our goodbyes. Our word of the day is from Brian Tracy. Personal growth is not a matter of learning new information, but of unlearning old limits. So on that note, we say our goodbyes. See you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.